Welcome everybody to episode 33 of the AusNZ Community Podcast. Tonight's episode is going to be a lot of fun. I've already started sensing how cool this is going to be. Looking forward to having Andre and DrkSmk on later. Some Fingersoft server mods. So this should be a lot of fun. Welcome to our other hosts, JR and Pete. This time I'm going to ask JR first. How are you?
Hello to everybody, and I'm happy to be here on the 33rd episode of our podcast. I am not feeling so well at the moment, as you could hear. Probably could hear I'm nasally. I had colds and all that stuff in the past few days, but I actually have some good news. The other Friday I went to a family event, which is the 50th year celebration of priestly ministry of my uncle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's celebrating 50 years of priesthood. He is the older
Wow.
brother of my dad.
Yep, yep.
so, there was a mass and a dinner afterwards, and I saw my cousins, relatives, and friends, and all that. So it was nice to, socialize with other people face to face.
Yep.
Um, you know, so you probably know what I mean.
No,
So yeah, that
no, that
was
sounds that
That
sounds
sounds
wonderful.
nice.
Yeah, that sounds
yeah,
wonderful.
that's a nice change for me. And well, actually, just quickly, my uncle was the officiating priest for my parents' wedding in
Oh, wow.
1974.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
my parents were the first couple he officiated when he was ordained as priest, 1974. Well, and fast forward to 1999, he also officiated my wedding, and also 9 years ago, my youngest sister's wedding. So he's always officiating the family's weddings and all the events. So, just to give back to what he does for the family. So I went to the event last
No, that's
Friday.
nice. That's nice.
Yes.
No, that's
Excellent.
nice.
Yeah.
Pete,
Yeah.
how are you?
What about you? Yeah, yeah. What about Pete?
Yes, I've been good. Um, been doing a bit of yard work, trying to get rid of some trees in the backyard.
Teresa,
Oh,
what did
your
Teresa do to
yard.
you?
Teresa was standing in the backyard being a nuisance, so I had to cut it down. Um, yeah, a cherry tree and two plum trees that were no longer fruiting. It was just
Yep.
like
Aw.
too old and too tall, sagging
Do
over
you
the
know?
fence and breaking off, and then
Yeah.
yeah, so cut them
Yeah.
all. And I was trying to remove the stumps today, and all I had was a shovel and a Maddox. It didn't work out too well.
Oh, you
Uh,
needed more beard power.
I needed something else. I needed something with a motor in it, I think.
Yeah, something with a motor in it. No, there you
Mm.
go. Well,
What about you,
I
Eva?
I finally finished the wedding that I was editing. Took me about a
Ah.
week longer than I expected. I had a whole lot of issues that I don't even want to start. Uh,
Too many photos.
no,
Yeah,
I just
probably.
I
Yeah.
it's been so long that I've shot a wedding that I did the cardinal sin. I forgot to sync the cameras when I started. So the cameras were an hour out. One was 1 hour forward of the other one, and the other one was 9 minutes forward of the other one. So I'm sorting through the photos, and they're not in chronological order. So that really just it screws with my obsessive compulsiveness. So I spent a
Mm.
day trying to order them in order, and
Ah.
almost pulled my hair out because I'd fixed something in the EXIF data to get it to work, and then it still didn't work. So um, I was about ready to just call the bride and groom and say, look, yes, the photos are fantastic, but I need to do it again.
Can we have another?
Because it's going to be easier than reordering these bloody photos. And I tried 3 or 4 different options, and I reached out to a guy who shoots the Spartan race. Thank you, Scott, for answering my messages. And he gave me a couple of tips, and I've ended up using one of his tips. So it was just one of those things, and I just So yes, that's why I delayed the editing of episode 32 until only a couple of days ago. But I will endeavour to get this one out very quickly. So that's been me and what's going on around me. Yeah, should we get into our little segments? I'll let you go first, Pete.
Me? Okay, I'll just jump into my notes. Well, let me get started on these bloody updates that we've got. Starting off with the new public event shop. The event shop no longer has any special tickets in it, which is a bit disappointing. But on the
Yes.
outside, you can get event points and keep getting event points past 400 and keep getting rewards, so you can choose what you want to buy.
Well, that is a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. The yellow section, so the epic parts and chests and things like that, you can only buy them once.
Yep.
But the grey sections, most of them you can buy several times over and over until you run out of event points.
Although we had a podcast member, a guest, say that he wanted past 400 points.
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Fingersoft did listen to that.
Yeah, maybe they did. Well,
Mm.
thanks for that, if you were listening.
Yes. Thank you for doing that, but give us back our special tickets.
There were a lot of. Sorry.
No, you go.
I know. I just want to mention, because I was reading on the Fingersoft server, there were a lot of mentions about the special tickets on the public event, and also the gems, the cost of gems.
Yes,
for
that
the
was
refill.
My next issue.
Oh, sorry.
The refill used to be 20 gems, now costs 60 gems. So they've tripled the cost.
Triple, yeah.
That's 300%.
But they've also given us an extra 2 days than what they used to. So it runs for 7 days, and then once that 7 days is over, it goes straight on to the next one.
It's long. Yeah, you don't have to wait. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no downtime anymore, so that's good.
Yeah.
I really like that feature. One other thing, if you do have some leftover points that you haven't spent yet and the event is finished, you get the option to spend those rewards before you start the next one.
Before you start the next one.
Yeah.
That's a really cool.
Good. That's a good one.
That's a really cool idea. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's my updated public event shop segment.
Well, I was actually going to talk very briefly about the public event, the new public event.
Yes.
Because when I saw How's That as the name of it, and the mystery ball...
Did you start singing the song in your head?
I thought it was going to be based on cricket. Right? And then when I started playing it and I realised it was a bat and 3 strikes, then it was more baseball orientated.
But it's a bat with a red ball, and it's a cricket bat, so it's definitely cricket.
Is it a cricket bat?
I think it's a cricket bat.
You think it's a cricket bat? I was actually pondering whether it was a cricket bat or not, and that was the question I was asking. That was the question I was going to ask. Is it a cricket bat, or is it a baseball bat? Yeah.
It's a bat.
It's a bat.
It's a bat.
A fruit bat? Or...
And it's not a no. Can we actually say Batman without getting... Can we actually say Batman without being told off? So No, that's all right. Look, yeah, I was just, is it cricket? That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
And
I believe it's cricket because the cricket is on at the moment.
yeah, okay, that's cool. And I
Yeah.
like the homage to, how's that? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's definitely a little bit of Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, it is. It is. Some
But yeah,
humour.
the actual public events, the how's that, the cricket one, I like the idea, but it seems to be very buggy. So it's making me not enjoy it as much as I could.
Okay.
The amount of times where I go to hit it and it goes like 300, 400 meters, and then I get respawned. And when I respawn, my head is sticking out the bottom of the vehicle, and my vehicle is on the rear wheel. So I'm in a wheelie. And when I land on my wheels, instant death, and I go back to the start. I don't get this third hit.
Oh.
Another one that happens is the ball is rolling along, and I happen to run out of fuel because you don't really see very many fuel cans when you're watching the ball go past them.
Yep.
Instant death.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's quite buggy, but I'm sure if they bring it back next time, hopefully they'll sort some of those bugs out.
Yes.
But it is good to see something new.
It is. And that was the other half of what
Yeah.
I was going to say about the how's that bit. It is great to see a new event. I really, I'm actually having a bit of play with it.
Yeah.
In between everything
It's
else I'm
like a
doing.
variation on the soccer and the football events where you have to hit it with your car.
Yep.
But this one, it's on a swinging arm, which is a bit
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've worked out that if you stay stationary at the start on the 3, 2, 1 countdown and then wait for the arm to be as close to you as possible and
Yep.
then press go, so it's on a forwards motion, and then you hit it when it's like just above your bonnet.
Yep.
I've found that was the best angle to get the most distance.
Yep.
Which is, it's not always achievable because there's hills and whatnot, but yeah, it's you work it out per track.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yes. Believe it or not, I actually forgot to look into team events.
Oh well,
I've
the
played
last
them.
one was terrible. Had a really terrible, jump shock version with the hill climb racer as the real mainly only option.
Yep. The jump shock, not the jump shock, yeah, the jump as far as you can with all the lumps and bumps and the having to not hit your head. That
Yep.
was track 1, and I averaged about 1,000 points on that one. It was a terrible one. Track 2, can you remember which one that was? Because I forgot to take a screenshot.
Track T2 was the the overspill fun rig. Where you had to do the jump at the start.
Time attack.
You did it with either the rally car for about 8K.
I think I was using the muscle car.
Or you could use the muscle car. I was using the muscle car with the can to pull the cans.
Yeah.
What were you using to pull the cans in T3?
One of the other ones.
Oh my god!
I was using the racing truck
You've
and
had
track
too many
2.
Neds. You've had too many Neds. I was
No.
using the racing truck to start with. I
was so focused on these public event updates, I just completely forgot about team events.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
I can tell you about this new one. So this is more relevant, I suppose.
Yeah.
There can only be one, is what it's called. 4-track event. First track is time attack. Second track, stay on the ground. Third track is multi-jump. Fourth track is time attack again. Vehicles are the scooter, which everybody is using. The second one is buggy, then followed by lowrider, then muscle car, then sports car. So track 1, I'm using the what do you call it? Muscle car. And what parts am I using? I think I'm using Afterburner, Coin Boost, and Fuel Boost.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
it's a what is it? What is it? One of those special venture maps, not the special ones, one of the more recent ones.
It is one of the Gloomvale Cup maps. So
Yes, that's
T2
it.
is a Gloomvale Cup map, and it is.
So track 1 is a Gloomvale Cup map,
Yep.
and I'm using the muscle car on my alt account with winter tires, start boost, and coin boost because I don't have very powerful other parts.
Mhm.
Track 2 is
So on
stay
your
on the
main,
ground.
sorry, on your main account with that one, would you said
Yeah,
afterburner coins and fuel boost? Are you going over or under?
I'm going under.
Okay, I'm using
Yeah.
overcharged turbo, wings, and coin boost, and going over.
Okay.
So you get two afterburners. Sorry, you get two.
Fuel
Um,
boosts.
no. There's no fuel boost in this. So overcharged turbo, you do two in a row, and you go up. You go up and over the log, and then you fly over the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, it works quite well. I think I managed about a 6.8k run.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm averaging around 5.5, so yeah,
yeah.
I might have to give that one a try.
Yep. So I did
Thanks,
that
Eva.
with yeah. So give that a go. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
No, you're right. Track 2 is stay on the ground, and that is a bog track,
Yep.
which I'm using the lowrider
Yep.
with afterburner, coin boost, and heavyweight.
Yep.
So yeah, just try and stay on the ground as
As long
much
as
as
you
you
can.
can. Yeah, go under a couple of bridges, things like that. Track 3 is multi jump in the mines. I'm using kangaroo buggy, which is it's a little bit different because the back wheel jump shocks, they don't go straight up and down, they go on a 45-degree angle.
Yep.
So it makes it jump a little bit funny. At the start, I just gun it and then really early jump shock so you don't get that jump going into the little
The
tunnel bit.
roof. Yeah, into the
Yeah.
roof. Low roof.
So try and go above the jump but under the roof, and then don't jump shock when you land, just bounce and then try and jump shock the rest of it.
Yep.
I average about 4 to 5k on that one as well. Don't know the distance, but yeah, that's my
Yeah, it's not far.
scores.
It's not far.
Yeah, not very far at all. That's
And that's not a reflection on you, all right?
I'd be very surprised if anyone has 15k this track.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. And track 4 is a HCR1 track, and it's time
Yes.
attack. I'm using the supercar
Yep.
with overcharged turbo, fuel boost, and coin boost.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yes.
using overcharged turbo, wings, and coin.
Yes. I did start off using the afterburner, but I kept running out of fuel.
Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah. So I decided to get rid of that and add the overcharged turbo, and that seems to work very well.
Yeah, it does.
Mm. Max air brake too, so you can get that downward slope
Yep.
at the
Agreed.
start. Yeah.
Agreed. Yep. Cool.
Yep. And that is my team events. On to you, Eva.
Well, I was going to loosely quickly talk about that public event and how I really appreciated the change and the new public event. And I just wanted to say that we as a community, as much as we complain, as much as we do, we as a community like how you give us something new. So please give us new stuff. Um, the bugginess and all that sort of stuff we can live with, because it shows that you're developing the game and giving us stuff to do, giving us new and exciting things to play. I mean, between the update and the keys, and this new system, this new public event and the public event shop, we really appreciate, as a group, we really appreciate having new stuff to play with. So please keep it up. I was going to keep it short and sweet because I really just wanted to say thanks for all the new stuff to play with.
Yes.
Just quickly mentioning the keys, I've got a little achievement that I reached today. I finally unlocked the new track in Adventure.
Oh, well done.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
I was on 1,800 tokens, and I bought 200 tokens from the public event shop, and that got me the distance to get the new track.
Wow.
There you go.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
does that mean the GTR might one day get to 1 million?
No. No, it won't, because he's retired. Unfortunately, he has retired from hill climb and adventuring, but that's okay. He'll come back one day.
No. Well, he joined LTR.
Oh, did he? I thought that was somebody else. I saw GTR in there.
He joined LTR as I left to play for OnlyFans. Because he messaged me and
come out of retirement.
Well, he messaged me to say hey, and then went, "Oh, you've left." He goes, "I joined LTR to play with you," and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I was kind of a last minute thing."
Is he using his main account?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe he's too.
It was just called GTR. It wasn't OzNZ GTR or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not that matters.
Because I did see him in there, but I just thought it was somebody else taking his name.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So, yeah. Interesting.
No, very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, should we introduce
Jack Rabbit's segment?
Sorry.
I thought I could get away with it tonight.
Who's had too many minutes?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, JR. By all means, tell us what you've got.
Okay, for this episode, for my segment on this episode, I would be doing something new, because on my previous segments, I would find something within the game to talk about and how to give helpful tips to the players. But this time, I went into the hill climb racing server, into the HCR2 game suggestions channel, and found something really interesting. Okay, so the name of the player, I would like to give a shout out to him and give credit to his suggestion. His name is YB Cian. His suggestion is to upgrade wrench. That's what he calls it, an upgrade wrench. So I'll just read quickly his suggestions. He says, an upgrade wrench will be some kind of a legendary tool reward on the very last day of the last week of the month of new public event shop. And it will cost 300 event points to buy. What does it do? It has the ability to upgrade anything, no matter what it costs. 1,000 coins or 230,000 coins upgrade. It also doesn't need scraps to upgrade. So if you have this, you have the power to choose which to upgrade. So choose wisely, or you'll end up upgrading an level control 1, he said jokingly. So for short, he said, for short, it's a tool to upgrade anything for free without spending coins and scraps, and it only appears on the last week of the month of the public event's last day.
Interesting.
So I find it, I find it interesting because Recently, the game developers have upgraded all the game modes like the cups, the adventure, and this time the public events, right? So with the
Yep.
public event shop. So this one is like an overall because he says it's an upgrade wrench we can use into anything basically. So I think
So
he has a good he
upgrade
said a
a
good suggestion.
part on a car, like any part.
Yeah, I think so because when you upgrade, it could be a tune or parts. Like if you are in a team event and you don't have much coins to upgrade that you would be using for um, a team event, you could use this tool to upgrade that part. Like for example, wings or um, tires or coin boost or any other
Anything really, yeah.
parts. Yeah, and I thought of this last night. I thought of this is like a magic wand because
Yeah,
because you can upgrade anything with it. Just putting it in a wild way of saying it. It's like a magic wand or an upgrade wrench, as he calls it.
that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is pretty cool.
Hmm,
Hmm. So
very
that's what I
nice.
found in the game suggestions channel.
Excellent. All right. Should we now
Yeah.
get our guests in? Hello, DrkSmk.
Hi,
Hello,
how are
welcome.
you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good, that's good. And hello to you, Andre.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy, hello, hello. Same thing. It's a greeting with saying it twice. It's pretty much how I say hello.
Yes. Just like a lot of people in Victoria would know the famous radio ad. Hello, hello, it's Chris and Murray from. Can you guess that, Eva?
I don't listen to the radio. Sorry.
Oh, national plants. Anyway, his voice is one of those voices that it just sticks in your head and you can't
and
get it out.
that's why I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah. Yes.
It's that simple. And I don't watch commercial television either. So
Yeah, me either.
okay. So Pete, was that your grand introduction to these two amazing people?
It was my grand introduction to these two amazing people.
That was a very ho hum mediocre. Oh yeah, hey.
You didn't even
Welcome.
ask how I was.
I know it was just this. I'm just Pete. You've
I was
let me
focused
team
on
you.
unserver muting you
Unserver
and
muting him.
talking at the same time.
Oh, Pete.
Do you want to do it? We can redo it. It's fine.
No, we're not going to redo it. I'm going to play with this as much as I can.
I'm good though, Pete. Thanks for asking. How are you?
So
Pete?
now that Pete has introduced Andre and DrkSmk, I might just pep them up a little and just say, hey, welcome to the podcast. We're really, really happy and excited to talk to you two. We're looking forward to hearing some interesting stories from your exploits on the Fingersoft server. By all means, welcome to both Andre and DrkSmk.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for spending some time with us. And please, how are you both?
I'm doing well, pretty well. I've been
to
spending all
hear.
day at home, so
fine.
it's pretty much paradise.
Good.
Excellent.
And you, DrkSmk?
And I'm fine too, thank you. Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm fine. It's
Excellent.
pretty day for me today.
No, excellent. All right. Well, we could do this in alphabetical order. We could do it, a bit of both of you one at a time. How would you like to play this, Andre or DrkSmk? Who wants to go first? Give us a little bit about yourself, some of your history in playing, which teams you've been on, and what brought you to the Fingersoft server.
Dark, would you like to go first?
I can go. Yeah, but no problem.
Okay, cool.
I began to play that's 3 years ago. It was probably in the first lockdown in France in March 2023. I didn't play in much Steam. I spent most of my time in the team where I am now. I've done few team
What
before,
team is
one
that?
for 3 months. It's I play in French Academy. This
Okay.
season we are in in Division 2. We had bad luck last season, but we play chill, so we
Yep.
don't mind to be in Division 2. And
Yep.
before I tried to do a team with few teammates. We met in my first team, I spent 3 months, and it was not a really active team. So we left with player and tried to make our own team and spend 5 months there, but it never grew up or something. We remain under less than 10 players. And one day, someone from the French Academy come to in our team and proposed to all join the team who was smaller by this time. And we did this, and since I'm in French Academy, so I joined French Academy in August 2020, I think. So it's most of my time there. So how I joined Fingersoft server, I was there for a long time, but Fingersoft tried to make French specific, language specific server and think to do it with the French first. And my name seems to have popped up in recent years. And he proposed me to be a moderator for this French server, where I am still a moderator, and this is how I joined the moderation crew. And later he proposed to do the same for the global server, so I accepted.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So was it a lot of work being the French moderator?
There are those parties to translate recent announcement. Some joke or some reference are hard to transpose in French. And
Lost in translation.
sometimes it's really this guy's reference, so it's not always easy. But no, there are not a lot of activity on this server, so it's pretty cool.
No, nice. Okay.
So
So
are you like the Reese of the French server, or does he have his own voice in that server as well?
At the beginning, Rice asked me to translate, and he posted the announcement himself. But it was a waste of time. So when there are a new announcement, I translate it and I put it in the French server, and I publish every server that follow the channel will have the notification. But he don't need to ask me anymore.
Oh, cool.
Oh, it's him.
That's cool.
that is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is very cool. So do you deal with just complaints, or is it a bit of moderation, a bit of trying to get understanding of what people want? Do you feed that information back to Reese?
Yes, because sometimes many people want a report or something and just come on the server and complain or report what they had. So sometimes,
Yep.
yes, I do feedback when I hear that many bugs. Well, the same bug happens to many people, then I will tell to Rise.
Yep. Cool.
One last question on the French server. On the English server, there is this very scary bot called Cyberbill. Is he also involved in the French server?
Yes, he's
Yes, and he speaks in many languages.
yeah. Yeah. No, he only the warning or mute or post from server are in English, even in the French server. We don't have translation of what Cyber says. But but it's quite the same. People understand mainly. But yes, we have Cyberbill. The customization of Cyberbill on the French server is a filter. It was a pretty fun thing to do. That putting on a sheet of the French slur and slang that should be moderated by Cyberbill on the French server.
Oh wow. Okay, that's very cool.
French is French is very rich. Well, I'd say.
Yeah, very fair, very fair. No, well, that's an interesting perspective on Cyberbill.
Yeah, I think when you need to moderate something, when you need to moderate a language, you will need to update. Even if you keep, I think we kept the moderating English slangs, but we add the French one. So
as well. Yeah.
maybe one day Cyberbill will be able to understand slang in every language. Who knows?
That would be good.
Yes, it would be good. Although Australian slang is pretty terrible.
Can be very, very misunderstood.
Misunderstood, confusing.
Your
Yeah.
Aussie slang has taken over New Zealand too anyway, so
Yes.
now I hear it everywhere.
Well, it depends on what part of Australia you're in. We have different slang for different areas. Like in northern Queensland, they say "a" every second word.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
See-
finish every statement or sentence with a.
Yeah.
A.
New Zealand is a very more along the lines of yeah nah or nah yeah, and just continuously saying it just to like be like I'm agreeing with you.
Oh
That's
yeah,
it.
nah,
Nah, yeah. Pretty much how New Zealanders go.
yeah.
It's confusing, but somehow we get it. So
Yeah, it makes total sense.
somehow
You
we
just
get
listen
it.
to the last one.
well, it's interesting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So, Andre, can you give us a bit of history and a bit about yourself?
Well, I don't quite have much history with the game. Well, I do. I started with Hill Climb 1 back in 2014, I believe. So I
Yep.
think it was still fairly new, if I'm correct, or a couple years old. Yeah,
Yeah, it started in 2012, I think.
yeah, I believe so, around about there. So I played that for a few years and then went off of it. Came back hilariously only 2 years ago when I became a mod. I created my first account as I got mod, which kind of was one of Dark's questions about me getting mod without
Yeah.
actually having an account, which some people find confusing. I did ask Reese about it, and he hasn't come back to me. But oh well. But I don't play it very often. I do wish I do. I get busy with work, which is, as Pete knows, is property maintenance.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd spend 40 to 50 hours a week doing all of that.
What part of property maintenance is it? Is it like painting, fixing walls, or is it?
I haven't done that yet. So I'm mainly doing the lawn maintenance.
Mhm.
Every now and then I'll do some gardening if I can really be bothered. Or if it actually needs to be done, which is what I probably should be saying.
Yeah.
Do some gardening, maybe do a little bit of landscaping with the boss, which sometimes is a bit scary, but it is what it is.
Yes.
I think a couple months ago I helped out with a deck and
And sorry, what was that?
with a deck.
A deck.
You
Deck.
Aussies.
Uh,
You Aussies.
Did I heard it in a different way. I'm not even an Aussie.
I've just found the title for this episode.
nice deck.
Nice
We
deck you have there.
Fixed
Yeah.
the deck.
Right. Aussies.
Moving on.
That's one small letter makes the difference.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not letter. It's just the way it's said.
It's If Aussies and New Zealanders definitely clash when it comes to that word specifically, I'll tell you that.
It's the same as chips.
Chips.
Yeah, chips.
See, I say it fine. No,
You do.
it's fish and chips.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
My cousins live in Australia, so every time they come, it's always fish and chips.
Yes.
Fish and chops.
Fish and chips. Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Oh my god.
Now I'm getting a bit hungry. Anywho,
Mm.
I build decks. I can't even say it properly without smiling. Either way, I'll finish that part. I do artificial lawns and lawn turfs, so I do quite a bit of it. I love my job though, so I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon. Pete's seen my work. I've kept him updated.
Yeah, I've seen a few of your lawns that you've done.
Yeah,
They look really good.
Pete's been sharing his lawn.
Yeah, and my
nest.
hedges and
Yeah,
my
your
trees.
Hedges and your trees. Oh, I do hedges as well.
Yes.
That's quite hard because the trimmer. Well, it's a multi-tool trimmer. So you have your line trimmer.
Yep.
And you can change the pole to a hedge trimmer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Yeah,
and a
it's
pole saw as well, which is handy. That's how I cut down my trees.
Yeah,
trees.
that's got one of those too.
Mhm.
Bloody heavy those things. It's really difficult. Even though it's the lighter trimmer, but the head on it just makes it worse because the balance is just so off.
Yep. Yeah.
It's definitely an arm workout, I'll tell you that.
Oh, definitely is, yeah.
Especially if you're going up a ladder and you have one arm going. But either way, that's what I do for work.
Yep. So, how did you get involved as a mod on the Fingersoft server? Just without having really an account. Where did all that come from? How did it all come about?
I'm going to go with luck. I suppose I had a good application. I did have an interaction with 42 prior.
Point. Yep.
Yeah, 42 points prior about I don't know, just reporting someone that needed to be banned 2 years prior, so 2019, I believe. Yep. Or around there.
Yep.
So that was my only interaction with the server and the mods prior. So I'm not quite sure how I got in, except for just saying luck.
Oh, fair
Like,
enough.
Right
like in a good
time, right
application.
place.
Yeah, right time,
Yeah,
right place.
right place.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
I think I did quite a bit of work into that application, so I was a bit surprised when I saw a friend request from Reese.
Nice.
I almost declined it because I was like, "Who's this?"
Yeah,
That would have been a bit awkward.
that would have been funny.
Yeah,
He probably would have been like, "Oh, he's playing hard to get."
yeah,
I
playing
like
hard to
it.
get.
No, that's cool. And do you enjoy? I mean, I know because it's hard work. Moderating is hard work. Do you enjoy it?
Oh yeah, I do enjoy it until people get a bit unsettled. That's like if you have a maintenance
Yep.
break, and it's a scheduled one, and people are just saying, "Hey, where's my box?
Yeah, I
Where's my? This is mandatory. I need my
know.
my stuff after your scheduled maintenance break," which is not how that works.
No.
But that's probably the only time it's unsettled. But either way,
A lot of the
it's fine.
ones that I've seen is, how do I post a picture on this server?
During your segments, I was looking through, and there was a couple people asking, so that's actually quite funny.
Yeah,
How do I post
I see
pictures?
it quite often. Like, why
Yeah.
don't they just scroll up a little?
I know, or just check the pins.
Yeah, that too.
The amount of people that don't check the pins is quite staggering.
Yeah. Is that a blue pin or a red pin?
Sorry, did you say pen?
Pen or pin?
I'm just having a laugh. Sorry, I shouldn't tease. I shouldn't tease.
It was
gonna
either
tell you-
you or me.
I'm going to tie your
Probably
tongue down now.
Oh, geez. All right. So now you're playing on. We worked this out a little bit before. You're playing on Team TNT.
Indeed.
You're playing with my alt.
Which I never realised until today.
Which is a bit of fun. So, and we were talking both fondly about Tessa. So, big hello to Tessa because
Shout out to Tessa.
she is quite amazing. She is quite
Oh,
amazing. So, and you've played on there for about a year now.
Yes. Which I never realised either.
Yeah. No, very cool. Very cool. Excellent. Well, I suppose we should start getting into some of the community questions, hey?
Do you have any questions of your own, Jack Rabbit?
I just have a question. I don't know how to actually say it, but have been instances in the Fingersoft server before where there was I don't know if it's a bug or I don't know how you call it, but there was someone who joined the server and pinged everyone online. Was it the Gorilla Gang, as it was called?
Oh, I
Do
remember
you
that.
remember?
Yeah, the Gorilla
Yeah,
Gang.
yeah.
There were
So
several people called Gorilla Gang join all of them.
yeah,
Yeah, Gorilla
yeah.
Gang, yep.
So how do you, as mods, address that problem in the server?
Well, when that last one happened, I was only a trial, so I couldn't really do much except for, ping the moderators. But I think just lock down the server, or if we can't, just let it die and see what happens. Where it's we don't have to be very, very strict, but as long as we can do what we can, and if we can't do it, then just accept fate, basically.
Let it burn.
Mhm.
But either way, we just lock down the server for raids at least.
Yeah, or slow mode or something. But I don't remember. I think I remember a raid on the Fingersoft server, but I was not moderator by this time. But I remember when I looked for the first post I put in the server, yeah, I find this where one day it appears something like that, but it didn't happen for a long time, I think, and it's quite. Well, yeah, it's easier I don't know how this could have happened, to be honest, because
It's been quite quiet
you're
lately.
not supposed to, you're not supposed to be able to ping everyone or something on the server, and you're supposed
Yeah.
to be mute automatically by Cyberbill if you spam or if you ping too many people. So I don't know what happened.
Hmm.
This was
I think
And
before
cyber.
Cyberbill.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I never have to deal with this.
So what you're saying is that Cyberbill has done a fair bit of work for you guys.
Pretty much. Well, during the Guerrilla Gang raids, we never had Cyberbill. We had 2 Dino bots.
He's only 2, so yeah.
If you configure it correctly, the Dino bots could have handled that actually a lot more nicer, and you would have less pings, and they could have been banned pretty much instantly if it was configured.
Yeah.
I'm just better with bots. Then Reese. I've got a lot. I'm Discord since 2015, so I'm quite knowledgeable. But it's when was the last raid? It would have been quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cyberbill's pretty glorious. It does majority of the work for us. Same with
Mate.
AIM, but he's gone now. But
Where'd he go?
he's taken time off. That's all I'll say.
Yep,
Yeah,
just taking time off.
just taking time off.
Excellent. Yeah, we all need a break every now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Nice. Pete, do you have a question of your own?
Yeah, this one is for Andre. It says on your profile that you're what is it? I'll have to look at it to quote it directly. Something about Haivu. What is a Haivu?
What is a Haivu? Haivu is the social platform that me and my friend Kyle are developing.
That's the word I was looking for, developer.
Yep. Well, it's on my profile.
Yeah.
About 4 years ago, we tried to make Haivu, which was actually called Pebble, back then, which we spent about just over a year developing, but we were still pretty new to the whole concept of social development. For 4 years later, we have tried again, and it's only been 3.5 months, and we have gotten 100 times more quicker than the last one. But the primary focus is on safety. So having a lot of safety features for situations like if you're being hacked, your sessions will be terminated, and well, that's a pretty easy one. Or the current sessions will be terminated, so no sessions. Safety for anyone between the ages of 13 to 18, or more towards 13 to 16, really, with parental connections, pretty much what Meta has in a way. And we'll be taking extra precautions for anyone that could be under the age of 13, which will be against the TOS, but just to be able to have that extra security just in case. Even though I know it's not right, but it is what it
you're
is.
always going to have people try and cheat the system and join anyway, so...
Yeah, so I want to be able to have that type of safety for anyone that's just around that age, and they can just feel safe.
So this is something that is looking to overtake what Discord is offering currently.
Honestly, I have no idea what Discord is offering, but sure, I'll take that.
No, but what I meant by that is, you're trying to offer a platform that people can discuss and talk to each other and share stuff with each other that is similar to Discord but has extra safety features. Is that what you're trying to develop?
If you think of it this way, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook all had a baby. That is basically what I'm making.
Yeah, no. I get that. That's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to. That's what I was trying to. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
trying to get. So yeah, and well, I mean, the safety aspect is always a very important one.
That's my primary focus with it, at least.
Yep.
Well, that
Wow.
explains why you're good with bots.
Yeah, I used to code bots a few years ago, and I'm a bit rusty with it now.
Very nice. Yeah, did you have any questions, Eva?
No, I was. To be honest, I was more now that we've started talking. I'm just interested to listen to hear him chat.
Is my voice soothing?
It
No,
actually is.
It's
I
a
need
bit,
to do some ASMR.
it's a bit of everything.
Snipples
Tell us about
guys.
Index.
Yeah.
I mean, between the French side of the server and ultimately what you're offering, that's some really cool stuff. Some really really cool stuff. How do we get on the ground? How do we buy shares for this stuff?
Oh, you want some shares? Oh, I'll send you a DM later.
Very cool, very cool. And yes, please do. No, it's one of those things like, people go, oh, they're just a player on a game. Like I was helping a family friend today, and they said, are you staying for dinner? And I said, oh, I will, but I've got to go because I'm recording a podcast. And it's like, oh, what's the podcast about? And oh, it's about this car racing game that I play. Oh, do you talk about which button to twiddle and blah blah blah? I said, no, we have some really in-depth, deep, conversations with people. Yes, they play the game,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we're all about the community. We're all about people. We're all about everything else. And hearing this sort of stuff from you guys is what we're all about, So yeah, by all means, I'd love to hear more about it.
Well, we are planning on doing podcasts on there, as in being able to upload your podcasts.
Is that with an RSS feed or
Just internal?
just internal? Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
So
Okay.
be on all out on the servers and the database.
Yep.
Which made me realize that we should probably start doing analytics for it.
Yes.
So,
I learnt about RSS feeds and all that sort of stuff 18 months ago when we decided to do this podcast. So yeah, it's one of those things you never stop learning.
yeah.
And the ability to trial something, and I mean, who would have thought 33 episodes in that learning how to use Audacity and all that other stuff. Thanks for the tips, Reese. Would have got us where we are. So like I said, you never stop learning. You never stop understanding what's the next thing you have to get past or do or find out about. And yeah, I think being able to say, oh my God, there's a new platform out. That's amazing.
Well, we've already started an alpha phase, which Pete's currently in. How are you finding
we're
it so
about to
far,
talk
Pete?
about that, are we?
Yes. Go on.
Hang on. Did you sign an NDA for that, Pete?
No.
I did sign a document about it, yes. Yeah, no, it's good. It seems to be easy to use, but there's just not very many people on there, so there's not a lot of content to look at just yet. But
well,
it seems
hilariously enough, there is about 20 accounts already. Not all of them are in the Discord, which they should be. But we need to get the search filter ready so you can actually search people.
Yeah,
And,
that's the thing. I've only got you and somebody else. So I've only got 2 people connected.
Yeah, would be Kyle.
Yeah, most likely Kyle.
Yeah, but we've still got quite a bit to get finished. But I'm working. I've actually just got my code straight up on my screen right now. Currently looking at it as I'm talking. So
Code? Are you talking in code? You're my best friend.
am I now?
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Mate loves code.
yeah, mate loves code. Mate Robot loves
He's
code.
all zeros and ones.
He's all zeros and ones and no thumbs. Yeah, he is. We've digressed really, really off topic. Okay, let's try and rein it back. Let's try and get back to the questions. We should probably start the community questions. Who wants to go first?
Yep. So my usual first question is a fun question. What are your other hobbies and interests other than playing HCR2? Do you play any sports or instrument, or do you have any collection? Let's start with DrkSmk.
No, I do not play out of the ice chair. No, I'm joking. Of course, I've
How'd
got
you going then?
I've got other hobby, and out of hobbies, I've got obligations suddenly. So I've got work, I've got a family. I spend time with my daughters. I spend time out of the game, of course, and out of the Discord and moderation stuff. I don't do much sport anymore. I still use bike to go to work. I do stand up paddle in summer and sometimes snowboard in winter, but not as much as I used to do. But yes, I touch grass sometimes, of course.
What type of bike do you have?
I don't know if it's a word in English. Cyclotourism, trail bike, something between the city bike and all road bike. But I've got protection, so if it rains, the tires won't wet my back, so, things like that, and I can still go maybe not do downhill, of course, but in countryside way or some things like that, it go easy. But I don't do much. I don't do road cycling for 100 kilometers, but 30, 40 kilometers on an afternoon, it's not that much. So as soon as I can, I do this. But I prefer stand-up paddle, to be honest,
Okay.
if I have to do something for
Yeah, very good.
Nice.
as a hobby.
And Andre, what about you?
Hobbies. Hobbies. Right. Mine is pretty much web development. I don't go outside often unless it's at work. But yeah, I do touch grass. It is kind of a part of my job.
Do you touch grass or does grass touch you?
You know what? I will
Yeah.
answer that. The grass touches me. It doesn't ask for consent at all.
Just sprays you.
You're indeed a professional grass toucher.
The grass is a professional human toucher as well. But yeah, that's pretty much my hobbies. I do lawns and program when I get home. Code program. Yeah. I'm not very adventurous.
Damn. Damn. Pete?
Yes. I've got a question from Cascade, and this one is specifically for Andre. How many people have you banned in the Fingersoft server as an estimate, including me? I think that was a little bit of a stab.
Yeah, a little bit of a stab.
Well, the real answer to that is only you, Cascade. Just you.
I'm not going to go too big because I don't feel like I've actually banned many but I'll go with about 80 to 120 between there. So not too many.
And in saying that, there's 80,000 plus members on the Fingersoft server here.
94 plus.
94,000 plus. So, like, 120 is so minuscule a percentage. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's some good odds.
There's not as much banned people as you think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No.
It's
That's
just
what
the
I was
people
trying to
that do
touch on.
get banned, they let everyone know that they got banned.
Yeah, they're the ones with the biggest voices. Yeah, what do they say? In Adelaide, everywhere you go to eat in Adelaide, it's really, really
Yeah.
beautiful food because if you serve a bad meal, you're shut down in 30 days because everybody knows you served a bad meal.
We should definitely have a public humiliation channel.
Yeah.
That could go terribly bad.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
I would find
Oh,
it amusing.
It'd be amusing for a short time,
Yeah.
I think.
For sure.
Okay, here is a question from. It's not from me or from him. It's from Just Have Fun. Sorry, I'm just having fun at the fact that Just Have Fun's name is moi or Louis, which is me or him.
No,
So
it's Moi.
It's moi.
It's
moi.
Moi.
Are you sure
Yeah.
it's moi, not moi? Okay, so this is for both of
Moi?
you. So, Andre, I'll ask this to you first. When did you fall in love with the mono? Did you ever think you'll win the next Mono Moors? And will you ever play Adventure?
Probably when I was watching Daspo with his mono, because watching him with the mono wheel is kind of like, oh, now I want to try it. It actually was quite fun.
It's mesmerizing, isn't it?
Yeah,
He makes that thing do amazing things.
I did one of his challenges last night, and I just kept hitting the bloody wall or the roof.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do
I
it?
believe it.
Yeah, he's quite a bit special. That guy, Daspo, is very special. And I say that in a nice way, not a bad way.
Oh,
A
yeah.
nice way. He is very special with the mono. So, do you think you'll ever win Mono Wars?
I've never done Mono Wars, and I highly doubt I will actually win it. Considering I'm still pretty new at the game in a way.
Yep. And then, will you ever play Adventure, Andre?
I would. I do. It's probably what I play the most, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yep. Every now and then I do the teams, or at least I try to contribute. But in short, yeah, I do play it.
No, I'm just.
What Canyoneer rank are you?
How do I check that?
Just go into adventure mode and it'll
Do
say
you want me to do it for you?
Yeah. Tell me what I am.
We're gonna do it for you, Andre.
Oh, adventure rank. There it is. Trailblazer, second class.
Second class. Wow.
So not even Canyoneer yet.
Nah.
Oh no.
Shows how much I play the game.
Yeah. Well, I had a milestone. I hit 2 million stars on my alt account, and I messaged DeBell and sent him a picture of it, and he come back to me and said, "Oh, you only need 2.5 million more, and you'll reach me."
Well, he's fifth in all adventure, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
At the
fifth in the
moment?
world. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But I
that's
just
not
thought
going to happen anytime
I
soon.
just thought I've just hit 2 million, and I'm like, I'm still less than halfway to his score. So yeah, no, very funny. All right, so the question to you, DrkSmk, when did you fall in love with mono?
Like many teams,
Yep.
we used to play dailies each week with a different vehicle, and sometimes with or without constraint, like without parts or all at once, things like that. And it happens that one week we played mono without parts, and when trying to do better than my teammates, I find out that you can just do better by trying different stability and air control tunes, and I began then to play with these settings, and then I fall in love with mono. So it was maybe September 2020, and a few months later, a few weeks later maybe, I saw
Yep.
here an announcement
Yep.
about the Mono Wars tournament, the one held by Daspo, and I decided to join to see what to do with the Mono actually, because I had no pretension about it. I just wanted to see and improve. And then I saw what the original gangsta were able to do with the Mono, and I was amazed, and I didn't think I want to do that, but I thought by this time, wow, there's something to do here, and that's really fun. So I played the world season, and it was a quite long one, 8 weeks long tournament, playing dailies 6 days a week. I make friends with Tulay that from Norway that I want to hail, and we share our setting and tips of the world tournament, and it was finished from me. I was mono
Mono
addict.
addict. So, as a question to a mono addict, someone who has never played mono and really hates it, what would be your best tip in terms of getting someone to start using the mono? What would make them want to pick up mono?
I don't think someone should begin to play one vehicle to achieve something. I just played mono because I like it, I loved it, and so I fairly recommend to try mono if you just want to try mono, because you're gonna be disgusted really really soon. But for people that want to learn mono, just join Mono Wars. Find someone that have the same mono garage band than you, that you can follow on dailies and share tips with, and if you enjoy it, you will progress. It must not be an obligation or something something like a
No, no,
lesson or a class. If you like it, you will progress. There's many players that came to Mono lately and who are really amazing and who are really skilled, or some other who really like it and work on it, and it's good and it's good. The
no.
mono
I
level
agree
really
because
raised
we,
thanks
you
to
know,
it.
in the similar to you, I played dailies for a bit and learned how to use every single car better because of dailies, and in that also learnt how to use the mono better.
Same.
And I too played with, you know, the tunes and all that sort of stuff, and found, because everybody's driving style when they're playing the game is slightly different. I tend to hold my finger on the accelerator pedal, always down, and then modulate with the brake. And if you're doing that with the mono and
Yeah,
your stability is up high, you'll turn in the air while you're in the air, and then smack your head when you land. So
Yeah, you
what
end up
I
flopping around like a fish.
and the way I get around that is I set my air control quite low, because that suits the way I drive the car or the way I
Same.
drive the mono. But
yeah.
everybody's a little bit different. So I think your suggestion, join Mono Wars, is a great one. So thank you.
Yeah, also we shared lots of we
Yep.
share all the all mono tunes through Sulis bot. So it's also a good point to start and to find if you have a Mac GP and a mono that has max port, then this will be helpful. But for people that have not maxed mono, it's better to find someone and to share tips
Indeed.
with him.
Indeed.
The line or the trajectories from the best player are not suitable if you have a thirster or level 2 or things like this. So you got to find on where you're on path and working in team or with few people around you that can help you, that can test what you suggest and give you a feedback is really what
Agreed.
will make you progress.
Good advice. Yes. Will you ever play adventure?
Yeah, I play adventure and I stopped and I feel great with this. Really, I haven't played adventure the whole week. I think my trophy test is level 3 or something, so it's really not so. I think I don't even do anymore the daily tasks as soon as they are based on adventure task or do 1000 and more meters on this map. No. Flips, okay. Win 6 race with snowmobile, okay. Do 200 meters, 2000 meters in countryside, no.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I used to play adventure at the beginning of the game. It's what the mod I play the most, and I think some of my personal best were made in my first month of playing. I think my personal best in Forest was made with not maxed rally in my first month of playing, and I never did, and I never do better since.
So never.
but but since I meet the mono, and the mono is not really suitable for adventure.
No, not really.
Okay, so I think I could go from that question. I would like to ask, since you both do not play adventure, do you ever play cups? Andre, would you like to go first? Do you play cup?
Every now and then, when I open up the app, I play it. But yeah, just not very often as I wish I had.
Okay. So you would, between adventure and cups,
Oh,
or equally you don't
cups
play
for
both.
sure.
Are you?
Cups are way
you-
better.
Yeah, for you, cups are way better. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you, DrkSmk? Do you play cups?
More cups. Yes, I play cups, and I play a lot, and because it was when I tried to max my mono and max the thrusters or the fuel boost. I spent a month to try to find the parts in chest, and cups for me was better than adventure where I'm not good. So opening chest in cup helped me to either have the parts or scraps to make them.
Yes, yes.
I was looking at Andre driving license. And, it make me dreaming. I wanted to know if you were more an adventure player or a cups player, and still I can find out.
No, you can find it. I do prefer cups because it's nice and short. But I haven't done it. I haven't done it this time, but still.
I like that about cups too. It's nice and short, but
4,400
for longer.
Best season.
Who has the most, between the two of you, who has the most best season on cups?
Oh, for sure, Dark.
Yes, I was looking. I was looking at.
I was looking at
and
too.
it seems Andre. Andre has 4,400 as a season.
4,400. Okay. And what
Okay.
about you, Dark? What's your best season
1,000
record?
actually, I don't even know if I can read this in English. I tried. 133,000. So, yeah, a little more than
Okay.
Andre, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
A little more. A little
Just a
more.
little.
Okay. Yeah.
What is your best season, Jackrabbit?
That's a good question, Pete, because my best season on Cups is over 1 million. Because I'm a Cups player. I used to be a Cups player when I was very active in the game. So, yeah.
Busy.
I think mine's about 55,000.
And you, Eva?
Oh, geez. My main account was probably only 50,000-60,000, but my alt account, I did my first month, I did 250,000 cup points in a month, and that included doing the 50,000 to get to the cups.
Yeah.
Yep. So 300,000, but I never did anything high like that ever again.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never went that crazy again, ever. In 1 month. Okay. Who's
But it
next
does
to
look
ask
good
the
on your
question?
profile, though, doesn't it? 1 million best season.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
Pete?
Yes, I've got a bit of a cheeky question from Dreddy. He'd like to know scrunch or fold and favorite cheese.
Can we confirm the scrunch or fold? What are we talking
I
about?
think he's talking about toilet paper.
Okay, cool. I thought so. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, that's what I guess.
I read it and I was like, scrunch or fold? What do I do? Do I just see what happens or do I search up what it is? So there goes my
Check the
search
Urban
history.
Dictionary.
Yeah.
I had to Google it.
So
But
I did also.
this Google has a good
I did too.
notion of what it is.
I can just imagine the Google.
It really seems to be a thing on Google.
Yeah,
If
the
you
French.
type scratch, I think he already has success fold, and here you go. So fold for me. Thank you.
fold.
Thank you.
I'm exactly the same. I'll end it at that. Fold.
All right.
Favorite
And-
cheese?
Favorite
This
cheese.
is the one we really want to know, yeah.
Mine would probably just be brie or camembert.
Nice.
Yep. DrkSmk?
I can't answer this as a French. I can answer this question.
And
It's-
that is the best answer we've
I,
ever had.
I need 2 hours. I will need hours just to remember
Hours.
all the one I have to taste and which one was the better and something. So no, I love them
Okay.
almost.
So
I love them.
Aw.
we need to add a new community member to the OzNZ community podcast server because DrkSmk needs his own best cheese question answerer, right?
His own special role, and it would be
His own special role.
yellow.
His own special
Yeah.
role. Best cheese
Yellow.
question answerer. All right, because that is
Yes.
the best answer for the cheese question.
You can brag about it among your fellow moderators and and the other
I love it.
podcast guests.
Yes, and you can talk to your other podcast guests and say,
Yeah.
I've got the cheese roll.
Yes.
The biggest flex that anyone can have.
Yep,
Exactly.
yep.
Even better than the quiz winning
Look at
flex.
me, and then Mom, I've got a roll.
And then you say, how did you get it? I just said I like all cheeses. Oh, that is hilarious. Sorry, Andre. I'm now making you feel inadequate because you don't have a special cheese roll.
Give me the. I'll think of a name later on.
Yeah, cool. No, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Okay, give that man a roll. Sorry.
Give that can be my role. Give that man a role,
Give that man a roll.
but make it so it's ROLL, not ROLE.
Yeah, I get that. No. I got that. This leads on to our not roll discussion before.
Yes. If it's not a roll, what do you butter?
Yeah. Okay, so my question, it's actually from James A. You've partly answered some of this, but I was going to only ask the first part of the question, which is, on average, how many hours a day do you spend on Fingersoft Discord channel reading, commenting, and muting and banning people?
Just on FS server for moderation, I'd say it's hard to answer because I'm not on FS server just for moderation. Actually, sometimes I'm here just to speak with other users, and I can count this like moderation or something like looking if everything good. But of course, if something goes wrong, I will sanction or read the rules at the moment. But I say I spend 2 hours a day on fingers of servers, maybe in minutes.
Wow.
You spend more than me.
To add on that, do you spend more time in the French or the English speaking?
Oh, and the English speaking. On the French, I just check if there is new post, but there is not much, so it's pretty quiet. But it's more like something like a routine for me. When I take my coffee in the morning, I will just check if there is a red or if there is spam in channels, and later, and I will take 5-10 minutes. Several times a day, and at the end of the day, it will probably be 2 hours, but it's not 2 hours straight or just.
Yep, fair enough.
Mhm.
Fair enough. And you, Andre?
Pretty much the same. An hour to 2 hours just looking through. Spend a few minutes at work because what else am I going to do at work? But yeah, it's not much. Well, an hour to 2 hours is quite a bit, but still.
Yep.
It's fun in a way.
Mhm.
Definitely some amusing stuff that does go on.
Definitely some amusing things happen there.
Oh yeah.
I think also Discord and the community here on Discord is what kept me in the games for so long. I play other games or mobile games before, and I played some for a while because I made a team and good teammates with the one I share the moment, and I stay as long as it lasts. But here, out of my team and my teammates around the game on Discord, probably today I spend more time for community stuff on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting take on the community that we've created amongst Discord and Hill Climb Racing, Fingersoft and Hill Climb Racing. That's a really cool aspect of the game that people often miss. Are we playing it for the game? Are we playing it for the community? And I think people need to realise that the community itself is a bigger part of the game than the game itself.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the community helped me through COVID. All that sort of stuff. And yeah, like you've said, the community is what brings you back. So yeah, by all means, I think the community is the part that makes the game even better. Andre, what about you?
So here is a question from a Shadow Text, and he would like to ask, why did you want to be a moderator on the Fingersoft server? Andre, you can go first.
Why?
Yeah, why?
I think just an old time player, or well, was an old time player. I thought it would be cool, so I applied. Somehow got in. magically out of luck. But that's pretty much it. I just thought I might give it a try, see how it goes. If I don't get in, I don't get in. If I get in, I suppose I should start being active on Discord. But yeah, that's pretty much why. Just I remember playing the game while I was actually a kid.
How old were you when you started?
How old am I? I would have been
How old were you? Yeah.
around 13, 14, I believe.
Oh, excellent.
So I wasn't old.
Yeah, that's a good answer, as you're not supposed to play under 13.
Yeah. Definitely no, I wasn't younger either way.
Yeah.
Well, you said you started HCR1 in 2014, so
Yes.
there wasn't a 13 plus on that game.
Mm.
Oh, I didn't even know
Oh.
that. I suppose because there's no chat system.
There's no chat system,
Yeah.
so 13 plus comes about because of chat.
Yes, pretty
So,
much. So that makes more sense.
Okay.
Mhm. And what about you?
I would have been about 13 or 14 when I started.
Okay, cool. What about you, Dark? Why did you want to be a moderator?
To be able to post memes without limitation or making links on the server. That was the only only objective to get rid of file limitation.
And we don't have to use
because
external links.
Yes.
oh, the hidden agenda comes out.
Yeah.
I accept to do it for the French server first because it was thing that Fingersoft wanted to try, and I was pleased to help. So I say yes, and as I say, as I already was a moderator on the French server, when it comes to become moderator on the global server, I said, okay, I try. I was not sure to be able to do it because for me it was totally different on the French server. Sometimes you don't have any post today. That's never happened on the global server, and I was not really present and active on the global server, so I didn't really knew how many posts the moderation needs there today, and I just say right, I try, and maybe I won't be able to last, but so far so good.
Nice
Excellent.
indeed.
Yes. I would just like to ask a follow-up question. How many moderators are there at the moment in the Fingersoft server? And who do you think is Reese's favorite moderator? Not to start gossip, but would you know? No, in seriousness, how many moderators are there at the moment?
I don't even know how many are.
I d-
I know how many check the channels every day, but maybe I miss one or two that are less active or less present recently. But I don't know how many we are. I would say maybe 8. I don't know. Andre.
I didn't count ages ago. I think it was around 8 to 10.
Yeah.
But a couple of them are no longer mods anymore.
Okay.
So it could be less. I can't really check because they're all offline.
Yes. So around 8 mods to moderate 95,000 people.
Pretty much.
But hang on,
That's a lot of work.
you're forgetting about the one bot to rule them all.
True.
Yes.
True.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
9
Does majority of the
people
work.
and one bot. All right, I've got one from IM, and he wants to know, what is your favorite team event in the game? I'm going to shorten it down to team event type, not team event.
My favorite team event run, and not in a world team event or idealized the team event. I like Willy, but it's a great team and play, and so I enjoy Willy. Usually, I enjoy long jump. Um, I didn't like much stunt task, but we didn't have some for a long time now. I don't have really a preference. I think it will depend on the team event and maybe the scoring system, but not as much. But maybe Willy is my favorite.
That's a really good answer.
Really, really good.
You're very punny.
I couldn't help it. It's just what I do. Up to you, Andre. What's your favorite team event style?
If I can remember them all, but I do like the long distance ones, or the ones where you just go as fast as you can, and the wheelie ones. I quite like the wheelie ones. I'm not very good at it, but I'm getting there. I just wish they would make it mono friendly, and I wouldn't struggle so much.
A wheelie with the mono.
Yeah, I can just go infinitely, basically.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't really work. But
yeah, well, it works for me because I'm not really good at wheelies.
Yeah, you're not really good.
Yeah.
I said I like Willy, but actually Willy can sometimes be really bad as well, as we have some with motocross lately on the ferry map, and that it was a hell to play. So that's why I say I don't have. Maybe I say, oh, cool, a Willy, but it can be a hell of a task to do as well.
Yeah, it really does depend on the vehicle choice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Like trying to wheelie the snowmobile, that's always fun.
Now you've given me a challenge.
Oh, jeez. Here is a question from Fiery. Who is your HCR2 inspiration, and who do you look up to in the community?
Probably AIM. Just his moderation.
Well, you've got to aim
I
high.
looked up to. Yeah, well, to catch up to him, you've got to aim high. He was pretty good at what he was doing, and it was something to look up to, basically, or for me at least.
Yep, that's a reasonable. That's an inspiring person, someone who puts time and effort back into the community.
Yeah, considering I don't play much of the game, I don't really have an inspiration for anyone else.
Yeah, fair enough. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, for sure. What about you, DrkSmk?
I always looked with admiration mono player like Gapestones or Cody, who don't play anymore, but who was, in my opinion, the best mono player ever. Gapestone is insane as well, even if he doesn't play much anymore. But out of just the player skills or else, as a community member, and because I certainly owe him a lot, I would say Daspo is the guy.
Yeah, definitely Daspo as a mono wheel player. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because Daspo brings me to the community. He gathered all the mono player around him. Before him, some people playing mono on their side, and there was a mono wheel team who probably shared tunes and tips within the team, but all the players never meet or play together. But Daspo created this, gathered mono players, but he do many things or the same thing out of the mono community, and he's a friendly guy, and yeah, probably if I'm quite sure that if I became, well, if someone suggests me to be French moderator of the French server, Daspo would have done so. I'm quite sure he did.
Considering you've mentioned Daspo,
What, please?
he had a question, and it was about what you did with him. So
Yeah.
he's asked the question: how do you think having setups available for public will affect the game and/or the community?
I think the community maybe it's too big. I think the game it was the aim of the things to make easier for people that are interested into high level playing or something, to don't struggle and take many hours like I did to find the best tunes for each this track and the best for this one. And I, it's certainly pretentious, but I feel that other this time I spent and we spent with other players to find the best tunes, the best lines, it would be too much to lose if we didn't keep it somewhere. So we decided to first keep it on a server, and then as Daspo knows Solis, we decided to make these tunes accessible through the bot. So everyone who used Solis bot can know the tunes for this track or this track in time attack with the mono, and we aim to do the same with other vehicles. But of course, it's a lot of work because we
Yes.
do recordings of every track. So for example, for the mono, maybe I did 70 or 80% of the recording, and it took me 6 months, maybe more.
Yep.
But I was playing on the daily basis, so I didn't rush. I didn't try to do 10 tracks a day. I I prefer to do one a day, but every day and for a long time, and we get rid of it finally and decided to do it for others. So some may not like it because some are really
Protective.
really, yes, protective throughout the world records or something. But I think if you world records only is only based on the tune secret or something, sooner or later someone will find the tunes and will beat you. I think it's better to share it, and if someone has better to do, he do better, and then the level will rise.
Yes,
And
agreed. Agreed.
I don't. I never cared for how many record I could have or something. If someone beat me, then the mono level progress, and it's good for the mono and for the game because
Yes, agreed.
there was better to do, and better was done, and I'm okay with this. So I don't mind. I think it's really a good point and a good help for players that maybe don't have much time to find and to grind time attack to find the tunes and some things, and it's some things that already exist on many sites on vehicle specific servers, but only on server like the tune server where all world records tunes are listed and shared. But yes, some are protective and don't take it. But it's a huge community, and as always, you can have everybody on your side. But nobody never came to tell me, no, don't do this, you're gonna kill the game or something. It was pretty appreciated, and it's finally used today. Many players used it, the one who knows, and and then it's useful. So it was all we aimed when we launched this project.
Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. Mm.
I have a question here from Xerox. Shout out to Xerox. He would like to ask, what do you like the most about the game? And the second question is, when do I get unbanned from the Fingersoft server?
Hmm.
I think I know the answer to that question.
Do you ever unban, or do you give a temporary ban or a lifetime ban
Uh,
to players you like?
most they're always permanent bans. If we think you've served your time, we'll just unban you. This one I'm not sure about, so I'll have a look. But I'm still
What did he do to make you ban him in the server?
Ah,
Sorry to ask that question. I'm
soon
just being
soon
silly.
find out. I'm
Are
actually
you doing
curious.
this? Hang on. Are you doing this live? Are you doing this now?
Yes, I'm curious. I'm currently curious.
We wanted to know too.
Just trying to find his ID.
We can do
You
this
are
all night. We'd
first.
start with from letter A to letter
Oh
Z.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll start getting all these people. Oh, can you have me unbanned?
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
I mean, look, by all means, have a look at it now and make a comment.
Oh, it's you.
But yes, the first part of the question, what do you like most about the game?
What do I like? Honestly, the public events. I quite like the public
Yes.
events.
Yes.
I'm currently loving the cricket one.
Yeah.
I do like it, but it's just too buggy. Like there's
They're
if it
not
was a lot
bugs, they're
smoother,
features. They're just unwanted features.
they're features.
Yeah.
You buy against
Pete.
for no reason.
Pete, can
It's a
I
feature.
just take a step back, Pete? You're talking to a developer.
That's what we call bugs. We call bugs features.
Yes.
Yes.
No one's actually worked out that you breaking your leg or head or whatever on that rock is what you actually need to be doing in the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
We just
my
haven't
dog
realized
being on
it.
the bottom of the car is the right thing to do.
It's
Yes.
the right thing to do in that moment, Pete. In that moment. All right?
Yeah.
See,
I like
Trust me.
when the camera starts to move, that's when your character's doing its own little thing. It's having its own little life, and then you get to the next part, and it's like, oh no, I've just been teleported to this random place.
Yes.
That's why it's like upside down, or the hat's and 20 meters the other way.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh no,
Um,
sorry.
There is one little feature that I really enjoy with this public event, and that is the lack of invisible wall. So you can just keep driving backwards, and it
Yes.
gets smaller and smaller and smaller as you go back, and you can
So-
see the whole map.
Someone sent a video on the Fingersoft Discord of them going, I think it was about 800 meters back to the start.
Yeah,
It
I think
went
that's a
really,
great
really small.
feature.
It looked
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but yeah, back to you. Sorry, you're answering the question, not me.
Obviously, what I like the most is playing dailies with the monogang and having many players and many goes to follow our tournament days on daily. But out of these public events are really fun and really refreshing or different most of the time. I like the current one, even if it's a little featured. There's a lot of fun and it's yeah. better than the football or the soccer or the American football one. American football with the egg ball is pure luck. This one is finally, and even if there is some few bugs, I think it's easier to be consistent on it. To be
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. And the
Just
second part.
quickly, what type of bat is it? Is it a cricket bat or is it a baseball bat?
Yeah, I answer in the chat of the room when you are talking about it sooner, and it's a cricket bat for
It
me.
is a cricket bat.
I
It is a
already
cricket bat.
vote.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No.
Well, a cricket
Yep.
bat's got the curve in it.
Depends
It's
which angle you look at it.
So
I suppose.
so DrkSmk, Xerox asked, when do I get banned from the when do I get unbanned from the Fingersoft server? Can you answer that for us?
Yeah, of course I can answer. Beep.
You saved me the trouble.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
funny thing is, we know when it'll happen, but everybody
No.
else will.
No, that's funny. Oh, thank you. That's made my night.
So actually, I won't never remove a ban than a mother mode absent. Uh, it's not if it's his decision. It's up to him to remove the ban, and I do remove ban. It happens when people it's often they people with corrupted account where the account with a spam link all over the server and the channels. If people recover their account and securize it, I may remove the ban, but they need to come to talk, and I have to be sure that they manage their security issue and put more security to identification or things like this, and eventually then I will remove the ban. But I think it's the only case where I will remove the ban.
Fair call.
So
No,
have
fair call.
you ever removed a ban before?
Mm, I think I removed one, but only one.
How about you, Andre?
But I didn't ban many people. I mostly ban, as I say, people that has corrupted accounts, and most of time these people with let their account and create a new one, so I don't have to unban the previous account. But if they recover their account and want to come back, and they can ask, but yeah, that's not happen. That happen once only, and else out of this case of ban, I rarely ban people from server. I can mute, but I never have to ban
Too soft.
many times.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm the same. I don't
I'm
like
the
to ban
weak
people.
one.
You're doing good.
I'm the good cop.
Yes,
I'm
the good.
the one who
Yeah.
say after, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry for you. But no, I can still do that.
Yes, I have got a question here from Cap A. There's a lot of questions here, so I'm just going to ask them one by one. Why do you play the game, DrkSmk?
As I say, I began to play the game in March 2020, and it was the first lockdown in France due to COVID crisis, and I was not really bored, but I need some to see other things than just my wall, my TV, or else. And when I look in Google Play this time, HCR2 was promoted as one of the best application from 2019. So as I played HCR one few years and before, I say I give a try. So I began and I found it really fun, and I keep playing just because there's several modes, there are several things to do. The team feature is a really plus, and as I said, it brings me to the community that count for me as much as the gameplay itself.
Another question, because there's a couple here. For DrkSmk, favorite student for Monowheel, and why is it Cap A?
Because he's so humble. He, what a lovely guy. No, I don't have favorite student, and I don't have student at all. I have people. I share what I know easily because I always did. But I don't consider I have students. People who ask, we have my tips on what I have to say, and that's all. But indeed, it's Kappa for real.
That's great. Yeah, Andre, why do you play the game?
Obviously, to carry the TNT team. With
I'm going to put
very
screenshots up
good.
through the video. I'm putting screenshots. Yes, yes. No comment. No comment. No
Yep.
comment.
So to carry the team, be the number one for real. Why do I
Yeah.
play the game? It's actually fun.
Yes,
I'm
good
basically
answer.
playing
It is fun.
public events. That's it for me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Also, oh, sorry, go on.
Oh, that was it.
All right, okay. Also, why do you like coding?
It's a challenge. I like challenges. And when I actually end up finishing what I've created, it's a pretty magical thing in a way. And it makes me feel accomplished. That's pretty much why I like coding.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Being a monowheel player means you like a challenge. So
That
yeah,
too.
that makes a lot of sense.
Very true.
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is probably the last question, but this is a question from Donuts. Thanks for the question, Donuts. It's pretty intensive, but if you could get Fingersoft to remove one bug permanently forever in the next update, which bug would it be? And he's given you, he says, for me, it's the foot bug with the rally car.
Are we talking bugs or features?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, features.
Yeah, well, we've had that discussion already. So if you could get Fingersoft to remove one of those features forever in the next update, which feature would it be? And for him, it's the foot feature with the rally car.
I think it's just the current public event one where it's just you're just dying every now and then, or just
Yep.
randomly. That's probably my one, because it's quite kind of annoying when I get a really good first hit and then I just end up losing it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you, DrkSmk?
It's a foot bug on the rally car. The fact that the vehicle scratch and foot stop, maybe without any obvious obstacle, just on the ground. Is this what he called foot bug?
I'm not
Because if
sure.
so, I will remove this. But on every
Yeah.
It's well. If it's this, I will remove it, but for every vehicle, because it's
Yes.
it can be quite infuriating when you are doing time attack or something, or even in team event, you're doing all well, and then you have a food stop, and you don't see really why,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
it happened with all vehicles. It's worst with some, and I remember that before I maxed the suspensions and the desert buggy. I hated it for this because all the time the front would stop on the ground, and it was
Yep.
really hard.
Yep.
But it happened with all vehicles. So I agree that's the top one I would feature I would remove.
Yep. You see, we say that a penguin was on the track and it tripped you whenever you stop. There's a little penguin. You can't see the penguin because it's so small, and the penguin is the one that got in your way and stopped you.
Yeah.
Yep. But yes, I think that's
Yeah.
the feature that he's talking about.
For me, personally, it would be the scooter with Kangaroo when it crunches up into a ball. If they could get rid of that, that'd be pretty good.
Or when it stretches to about 7 times its length.
Yeah, that too.
Yep. The dynamics of the scooter can be questionable.
My last question for this episode, and it goes: what does it take to ban a player in the Thinkersoft server?
As simple as breaking the rule, or just not listening to a mod. Although mods usually do it within the rules, but still.
It's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
There's nothing added into it. It's just if you break the rules, sure, we'll give you a warning, maybe a mute if it's severe enough. Or if you're just going to continue doing it, then we'll just slap the ban hammer in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
But people tend to break rules.
They do quite a bit.
Yeah.
As Andre says, it's not only people can break the rules, it can happen, and maybe they don't even read them. But if we said don't do this, and some keep continuing arguing or something, and then we'll be surprised and shocked when they'll be banned. But it's not a simple. Some rules. Breaking some rules will lead you to a ban directly because it's something we can tolerate, but most of time you don't get banned directly. But of course, if you start discussing, arguing, and answering to the mod or something, you probably will be banned at one time. At the end.
That happened to me today. Someone, not listening. I just said, "Hey, stop it."
Yeah.
Just did a mute, and they always decide to come in DMs, and that's when it's like, nah. If you're just gonna be like this, you're a goner.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much how to get a ban. Are you doing a speed run, Jackrabbit? Is that why you asked?
What is that?
A speed run. See how far. What does it take to get banned? Are you asking?
Yeah.
Asking for yourself.
I asked this because in the podcast questions channel in the main server, everyone was saying, "When do I get unbanned?" Remember, I asked it. Is everyone here banned? Is everyone in this server banned?
That'll do it then.
Yeah. Okay,
Right in the podcast
so I guess
server,
that answers. Yeah.
Pete, question?
Yeah, there's a question from Kryptonite, and it's only for Andre for some reason, but I'll let both of you answer it. When was the last time you touched grass?
About 3:15 in the afternoon on Friday the 9th. Yes, that's when I finished work. Yep.
This is a game for all our podcast guests, and the name of the game is Never Have I Ever Hill Climb Racing 2 Edition. So 1 point for each one that you have never done before. So you'll take turns answering each question. The first question is, have you ever missed a team event? Andre?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And DrkSmk?
Missed without telling my team no, but I've missed since I'm in my team. I didn't play all the team events, all the match.
Okay.
Yeah, he's missed one. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. So next question is, have you ever hated a public event?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you like them all. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
pretty
That's
much.
And DrkSmk?
Yeah, there are some where I didn't put any effort and I didn't reach
Mm.
the 400 points.
Mm-hmm.
Stunts on the moon are too long.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the third question is, have you ever picked an easier map for the boss level?
I don't think I have. I'll go with no.
Okay, I've never. And DrkSmk?
No, but I may have rage quit the game when losing against him. But I didn't change before confronting him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
The fourth question is, have you ever scrapped legendary parts before X's?
Yes.
Andre? Yes. And Dark?
No.
No. Okay. Next question is, have you ever used up
No.
all special tickets on a single run on a team event? Andre?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And Dark?
Yeah, I also have.
Mm-hmm. And the next question is, have you ever had a perfect 40K score?
No.
No. Okay. Closest score, if I may
Yeah.
ask?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Okay, that's okay. And Dark? Mhm.
No, I never reached 40K, and maybe my highest score was something like 35K on 40K possible, but it was a long time ago before the score changed.
Yeah. Okay. The next question would be, have you ever fallen asleep while grinding adventure maps?
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. Okay.
No.
You just not don't play much adventure. And Dark?
Same. I don't play enough adventure to fall
To fall
asleep while
asleep.
grinding adventure.
Okay. So the next question is, have you ever taken a long break from playing HCR2?
Yep, I've taken quite the break.
Okay. And Dark?
Not really, because as I say, I didn't miss many match in my team, so there's weeks or some weeks or some months where I will less play, but I still play.
Hmm.
I think I always do 200 kilometers a week.
Okay. Okay, good. The next question is, have you ever raged quit at some point in time?
Yes.
Andre?
Yes, I
Yes.
have.
And Dark?
Yes, same. As I said, I did it on both sometime. Not anymore on the not anymore since the scoring change in cup, because you don't lose anymore and you don't go
Mhm.
500 points back when losing against the boss.
Okay. So next question is, have you ever kicked a team member by accident?
No, I don't even have my own
No.
team.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, no for both. And next question is, have you ever banned a player from the team, from a team server, or the, yeah, I think that the answer would be
Yes.
very obvious. Yes to both. I think
Yes.
Yes,
so.
to vote.
Yes. Okay. And the
Probably.
last question, yeah. And the last question is, have you ever done a face reveal on any Discord server?
Ooh.
Not including this server.
I think I did it in the Fingersoft Discord.
Hmm. Okay. And
Mm.
Dark, have you ever done a face reveal?
I already done a face reveal on Fingersoft or on
Mm-hmm.
some with some stuff on some stuff with Manowar stuff or
Ah,
like this
cool.
or my teams they know what I look like,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but no
Okay,
public.
cool.
No, I did not make it public.
All right. Well, I have the scores. The scores are up.
Okay.
Both of you have scored the same number, but in different areas, which is very interesting. You're both sitting on 4 points, which is higher than our best ever score of 3 points, which was which is currently held by 2 people, Kevin and Xerox. That band guy who's probably. So unfortunately, you win nothing. But had you gotten 3 or even 2, you still would have won absolutely nothing. So we do this for a bit of fun. We do it for a bit of a laugh.
Oh, perfect.
But if you do get an equal 3 or better, you actually get a role in the server as the Never Have I Ever winner. So it's a special role. But DrkSmk, you already have a special role, so you're already specialer than most people. We will set that up for you for the cheese question. So that kind of brings us to the end of our episode. I'd like to say a special thank you for both of you, because you guys put so much effort into the Fingersoft server, and it's something that you do for the love of the community, which is something that you don't get paid for, is what I'm trying to get at. And you've still been able to give us a couple of hours of your time, and I'm really appreciative of that. I know the other hosts are just as appreciative of that as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Really, I really want to say thank you for that, because you work hard for the server, and this is your free time that you're spending with us. So I really appreciate that. So a big thank you from me for that. Pete and JR, your thoughts?
Yeah, thank you very much for giving us a few hours of your time and getting to know you on a more personal level, and hearing your voices has been really good. Also, thank you to all the community members for asking your questions every week again. That's always very handy to have. And just all in all, thank you to everyone listening. Jack Rabbit, have you got any final thoughts?
Yes. Thank you for coming on the episode, and you're very fun to talk to. We've had so much information that we learned, and hopefully people or players will not get banned in the fingers of server. So thank you. Thank you again. That's it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Just quickly, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to while you have people listening?
Tessa
Andre?
for letting me in the TNT Cat team and having everyone carry me.
Hang on, I thought you carried the team.
Oh yeah, and me carrying
It
everyone.
changed.
So
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. On my side, it would be shout out to the mod to the mod team from FS, because it's really good sharing this with you guys, and my to my Despo man, a big shout out to him.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. Thanks to JR and Pete for helping with the episode, as always. Thanks to our listeners. And I'm just going to say a special shout out to Xerox. You are now
I love that.
On that note, thank you, everybody. Night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.
Bye bye.